What if I told you there's an invisible energy line inside every computer chip that determines whether electrons will dance or remain still? Welcome to the fascinating world of semiconductors, where quantum mechanics intersects with everyday technology. Today, we will explore the Fermi level in intrinsic semiconductors, a critical concept for understanding how the electronic devices around you actually work. Let's begin with the basics: energy bands. Imagine billions of silicon atoms coming together to form a crystal. When these isolated atoms unite, their individual energy levels converge into two distinct paths for electrons. The lower path is called the valence band, where electrons are tightly bound to their atoms, fully occupied and stable at absolute zero temperature. Above this lies the conduction band, where electrons are free to roam and conduct electricity, but it is almost empty at 0 Kelvin. Between these two bands exists a forbidden zone known as the energy gap, approximately 1.1 electron volts wide in silicon. Think of this gap as a canyon that electrons must leap across to become mobile charge carriers. Now, focusing on intrinsic semiconductors, pure forms of materials like silicon without impurities, the magic unfolds. At room temperature, thermal energy provides just enough power for some electrons to jump from the valence band into the conduction band. The beautiful part is that for every electron that escapes, it leaves behind a positively charged hole in the valence band. This process creates electron-hole pairs, ensuring that in pure semiconductors, the number of electrons equals the number of holes, known as N equals P. This symmetry between electrons and holes is essential for understanding our mysterious Fermi level. So, what is the Fermi level? Picture it as a glowing line on our energy diagram, representing the energy at which there is a 50% probability of finding an electron. It's similar to a quantum coin flip. Electrons are increasingly rare above this level, while below it, they're more commonly found. This probability adheres to the elegant Fermi-Dirac distribution, a bell-shaped curve describing electron behavior in different materials. In intrinsic semiconductors, something remarkable occurs with the position of the Fermi level. Since there are equal electrons and holes, perfect charge neutrality necessitates that the Fermi level rests exactly at the midpoint of the forbidden gap. We express this mathematically as F equals EC plus Ev divided by 2, where EC is the conduction band edge and Ev is the valence band edge. This central position is not a coincidence, it is nature's method of maintaining a perfect balance between electron and hole populations. However, there's a caveat. If electrons and holes possess different effective masses, the Fermi level may shift slightly from the center, but it remains very close to the mid-gap position. Temperature also plays an intriguing role in this quantum interplay. As we heat the semiconductor, thermal energy generates more electron-hole pairs. You might anticipate this to cause a shift in the Fermi level, yet it stubbornly stays anchored near the middle of the energy gap. This stability occurs because the electron-hole symmetry remains intact regardless of temperature in pure materials. The concentration of both carriers increases uniformly, preserving the delicate balance that keeps the Fermi level centered. This temperature independence is one of the most elegant features of intrinsic semiconductors. To summarize, in pure semiconductors, the concentration of electrons is always equal to the concentration of holes. The Fermi level signifies the energy level with a 50% probability of electron occupancy. Most importantly, this level is situated precisely at the mid-gap position, creating a perfect symmetry in the energy band diagram. Understanding the Fermi level in intrinsic semiconductors opens the door to grasping how doped semiconductors, diodes, and transistors function. Are you ready to discover how a single impurity atom per million can radically alter this quantum balance and lay the foundation for all modern electronics?